everyone, thanks for tuning in. We are live today here from the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. My name is Laura. I am your host and your fellow foodie. We are here talking to some young women entrepreneurs in the food industry. My first guest today is Morgan Gray. Morgan, thanks so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So Morgan is a small business owner. Her business is Whisk Me Away, and she is the queen of making baked goods. Morgan, thank you so much. Can you tell me a little bit about Whisk Me Away and how you got started baking?
So for how I started baking, it was back in high school, end of high school. I really wanted to be a therapist, but I worked in a bakery. And for my senior project, I was like, might as well try out cakes. I'm here anyways. And I tried them out. I loved them. I stopped looking at schools in Boston. I started looking at Johnston & Wales. I toured the school. And the day I toured the school, I was like, this is it. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And it was a very spur of the moment decision, but definitely the best decision I've made.
Sometimes that's how it goes. You think maybe you want to go into therapy, and then you find that baking cakes is the best therapy you can have. So I can totally relate to that.
Exactly.
So you went to Johnston & Wales, and you have that experience there?
Yeah, so I got my associates in baking and pastry arts, and then I got my bachelor's degree in food service management and entrepreneurship.
Okay, so you're very well prepared, not only to make them, but to be able to sell them and to run and operate a small business.
Yeah.
Now, you're a Rhode Island local, and we always love to support our local businesses in our community here in Rhode Island, so thank you for sticking around and sharing your sugary sweets with us today. So tell me a little bit about what you have brought with you.
So today I brought with me a lemon cake, and it has raspberry, honey, and thyme jam filling, and then just a vanilla buttercream finish.
Beautiful.
And then over here I have my brown butter maple walnut blondies and my chocolate brownies.
Oh my God, I can smell like the cocoa, and I'm just really tempted to stick my finger right in the frosting here. I won't because it's just really pretty. I won't do it. But I have to say, one of the first times I tried one of your pastries was a donut. And I think I fell in love that day. Not in a weird way, but just I loved your donut. It was just so good. Do you have any secret tips or tricks of how you get your donuts or pastries so light and fluffy?
So as for donuts are something that I started with when I worked at Rogue Island in Providence. And as for those, I get them pretty light by doing the proofing time and the rising time just right. It took a few tries to get there, but I made it. And then as to get them really moist, it's all about the oil temperature. You want to fry it not too warm, not too cold, just the right amount. And again, did it a few times before I got it right.
Trial and error.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite things is your frosting. So this looks beautiful. I can't wait to dig in. What is your method behind making a great frosting?
So actually, this is frosted in Swiss meringue buttercream, which is actually egg whites and sugar whipped together, and then I add the butter in. So it makes for a really, really light and fluffy frosting that's not too sweet. My other frostings that I've worked with before tend to be a little bit too sweet and don't have the same consistency, so this has become my favorite, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to dig in. And this right here has got to be one of my favorite sweets that you've ever brought to me. I'm gonna take a bite, but can you tell me a little bit about what goes into these blondies, because they're not your traditional blondie. These are just extra thick, they're nice and moist, and they've got a couple of extra fun ingredients in them.
Yes. So my favorite ingredient in the blondie is brown butter. So pretty much my theory is if you add brown butter to anything, it tastes a million times better. And a lot of people ask me if there are chocolate chips in the blondies, which there aren't. There are walnuts, though. So it's brown butter, walnuts, and a whole lot of maple in there, too. I add pure maple syrup, which is, makes for that really moist texture.
Yes, that's really what gets it, that nice and soft and gushy,
exactly.
that warm, that, it's so good. So now, being a local small business owner, you don't necessarily have a brick and mortar. Yeah. So where can we find you? Where are you going to be located? I know you do some pop-ups. You have one tomorrow.
I do. I have a pop-up tomorrow at Nook Coffee House on Main Street in East Greenwich for the Main Street Stroll. I will have blondies and brownies with me, and I'll be slicing up a cake as well. And then on Saturday, I'm at the Aquidneck Growers Market at Newport Vineyard, so I'm there every other Saturday for the rest of the season. And then I also just do special orders all year round. So if you have a wedding, a special event, any type of even birthdays, things like that, I love to whip up cakes, donuts, sweets, any baked good for your special occasion all throughout the year.
Do you have a favorite sweet?
Let's see. I love eating donuts. I could eat them
doesn't?
every day.
By the dozen.
But I love making cakes. That's where my true passion lies. That's what makes me the happiest.
Is the cakes.
Is the cakes,
And
yeah.
do you have a favorite kind of cake?
I would say I'm a huge fan of chocolate peanut butter.
Ooh, yes.
But on a summer day like this, I really go towards like the lemon raspberry.
Nice, like
Yeah.
summer, like so nice and light.
Exactly.
Okay. Now tell me how you get nice layers of jam in there without making the cake maybe like soggy or you know, like too moist. Maintains the consistency.
Yeah. So actually what I did with this cake is to keep the cakes at a perfect amount of moistness, you make a simple syrup and you drizzle it on each cake layer before you put the filling on. So for this cake, I actually made a thyme simple syrup just to bring that thyme flavor out a little bit more. But that keeps it the perfect amount of moist, and I don't overdo it with the filling. I've come up with just the perfect amount of filling between each layer to make sure that the cake isn't overpowering.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a whole method behind it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It took me a very long time to learn how to do them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as a small business owner, how do you feel like you need to get the word out and spread the message of your sweet and delicious delicacies to the rest of Rhode Island?
So I mostly go off of word of mouth, and I love Instagram. I'm always on Instagram. You'll see my stories and my very goofy captions everywhere on my page. So Instagram's my favorite way to get out to people, but that's mostly how it goes. And working with a bunch of other small businesses within the state, it's really nice to collaborate on things, and you're kind of both getting out there, using each other's products, and just hyping each other up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I really am just very excited about these cakes and these sweets. Now you said you do special occasions, so you can do anything from like a little cake smash to a wedding cake.
Yes.
So that is really great. What kind of cakes have you made recently?
So it's wedding season, which is my favorite season because I love working on wedding cakes. So it's been a lot of wedding cakes as of recently, and also I'm wholesaling my blondies and brownies in the state to 3 different places. So it's been a lot of blondies and brownies as well.
Okay, now where can we find the blondies and the brownies?
So the blondies and the brownies, they're at Coffee Exchange, and they are also at Stock Culinary Goods and the Pantry at Avenue N. As of right now, those are the 3 places that carry them.
Yeah, so definitely being able to support those local businesses, your local bakers. So you get to really roll that all into one package, and the end result is getting to enjoy one of these delicious little babies. So we should all be really excited about that. Yes. But Morgan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So can you tell us where we can find you on social media? That way we can follow you, we can find out your pop-up schedule, and really get rolling on the cakes and the sweets.
So all of my social media is Whisk Me Away RI. So Instagram, Facebook, all of those things, that's where you can find me. And that's where I keep most up to date. I do have a website where you can place orders through. When it's holiday season, I put my holiday menus up on there as well. And that's just whiskmeawayri.com. And my email is morgangray@whiskmeawayri.com.
Awesome. I think that you're going to be expecting some special orders. And
I hope so.
I did a special order with you last Thanksgiving for a bunch of these blondies, and I warmed them up right before dessert, stuck them in the oven, put some vanilla ice cream on top, and they were just the hit of Thanksgiving. I think that you made Thanksgiving at my house.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, Morgan, thank you so much for coming today. I'm so excited to dig into this cake and to eat more of these blondies. But stay tuned for our next guest. We have the girls from Hometown Poke coming up. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back in. We are still live here at GoLocal from the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I have my second guest. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on. I have Tiffany and Becca from Hometown Poke. If you haven't seen their food truck rolling around Providence, you better keep a lookout and you're going to want to give it a try. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes. So can you both tell me a little bit about Hometown Poke, about the food truck, about what you serve and are dishing out?
Of course, yeah. So we serve Hawaiian poke. It's traditional on the islands. It's really popular on the West Coast, which is where we met. So we wanted to bring it back to Little Rhodey and have a really healthy, fresh, accessible food here.
Yeah, think of it like sushi in a bowl.
Sushi in a bowl.
It's sashimi grade fish, or we have cooked chicken and shrimp and vegan options tossed with fresh vegetables, bold and flavorful sauce, and on a bed of rice or salad greens.
So it sounds like you have a lot of really well-rounded menu items. It's all pretty healthy. So you can have seafood, you can have gluten-free, you can have vegan. So you have a little bit of something for everyone.
Exactly.
Yes. So this is the everyman or everywoman's truck. So tell me a little bit about your backgrounds, how you got started. Now, Becca, I know that you're from Rhode Island.
I am.
But you didn't meet here.
We didn't.
No.
We didn't.
So where did this come together and start from the scratch?
So we met out in California, like I said. We worked corporate jobs that we did not enjoy. And so we ended up traveling while we were working just as a form of escapism, and we dream about opening our own business. We love food, so all of our ideas were related to food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, do either of you have a background in culinary at all?
No, we're not formally trained. We're completely self-taught.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I just grew up with a lot of Asian flavors, the seafood, fish, the soy sauce, sesame. Those are all flavors that I was used to eating, having fresh and accessible, healthy food options in California. So that's kind of how we landed on this concept.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've worked in restaurants growing up here in Boston.
Right.
There were like a lot of seafood restaurants. I mean, there's such an abundance of awesome seafood here.
Yeah.
So it made sense to kind of come back here and do it here. And yeah, we did a lot of research. We ate a lot of poke our first few months.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I wish I could have joined you for that.
Right.
Yeah, we wanted to pick a food that we enjoyed eating, and we absolutely love poke. So we just kind of made it and played around with the different flavor combinations till we got it just right.
Right.
Family and friends ate a lot of it too.
So you're like trying all new recipes, and they're like, again, but really, they probably love it. And you picked a good food area because really you're the first of your kind to come to Rhode Island, and you know we love supporting local businesses, so we're really excited. I mean, like, we have sushi places, but I had never seen any sushi bowls, and this is, you know, just what the breath of fresh air that Providence needed. So
yeah, we actually love it. I mean, I feel like it's a really fun food to eat.
yeah.
It's nice and flavorful and bold, but it's filling, so you can eat it for a lunch or for a dinner, which I think is great, and it's still healthy, which was really important for us to bring here.
Yeah. Now, you two are besties. You worked together before. You're working together now. You're in the truck. How is it working together all the time? You guys must just like live, drink, sleep, poke, and each other.
We do.
It's
It's
true.
crazy. We not only work together, but we're roommates too.
Oh my gosh.
So we spend every waking and non-waking moment together,
Yes.
but it is a lot of fun. It's crazy, but it's also really nice to have someone, you know, that's you're so close with on the same wavelength that understands everything you're going through.
Right.
And it's just really good to have that partnership, especially in a crazy industry like the food industry.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't imagine doing this with anyone else. I'm not just saying that because she's here right now. You know, I think we work so well together, and we have really complementary strengths. You know, when we have weaknesses, the other one always really picks up. And there are a lot of times where this job is really stressful, and it's great to have my best friend by my side during those times.
And when
Absolutely.
you know, when we have successes and good things, you want to celebrate them with the people you're close with, and it's awesome that we
Who
always
better
have
to
each
celebrate
other.
with than your best friend?
We laugh a lot too.
Oh
We
my
do.
gosh, you
This
guys
is the
must
fun-
have fun.
This is the funnest job we've ever had.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Of course. So now every time I see the Hometown Poke truck, usually it's at an event or parked somewhere, and the line is always, it's a huge draw. How many like pounds of rice or how much fish do you go through in a given night?
A lot.
A lot.
We can go through up to like 30 or 40 pounds at a single event of fish. And
just
then
fish.
Yep.
probably a couple 100 pounds of rice.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
We've gotten really strong carrying all this food in and
Yeah,
out of
I
our
guess
trailer.
so.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
We buy our rice in 50-pound bags, and we usually buy around 4 bags every time. So
Wow.
that'll last us about a week.
Yes.
So
So you guys are really going through it. So everything is nice and fresh.
everything is fresh.
Yes.
Yeah. We
I
also
mean-
try to use local, so
That's huge.
which is really big. So we got a fish delivery today for your bowl, and we use Tony Seafood, and we use Narragansett Bay lobster. So we try to
Amazing.
always source locally when we can.
Yeah, that's very important. So the talk of the town right now is your poke donuts. And if you haven't seen them before, looks just like a donut. It's a ring of rice with sashimi style fish on top, little avocado slices. Tell me about these. I've seen them like on the internet, on Instagram, and I actually got to have one in real life, and it was ridiculous. It was mind blowing. So like, tell me how you're able to do it, how you prep them, and how people are liking them.
Yeah, so the donuts are a lot of fun. You know, they're a different take on sushi and poke. So we just wanted to do something that was like that people could have a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
And we pressed the rice really packed into a donut mold, and then we thinly slice, sashimi grade tuna or salmon or shrimp and avocado so that we can gently lay it on top and then just kind of create this like beautiful art piece that
is.
people can have fun,
Yes.
Instagramming, taking pictures, and also enjoying eating.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a ton of fun, and we also get to work with some of our favorite people at PB Donuts, which is always super fun for us, because doing collaborations with other food businesses is one of the best things for us. So
Really, it's just helping each other.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Tiff and I come up with a lot of ideas, and so it's always interesting to see how those
Who's gonna
turn
run
out.
with it, and yeah,
Exactly. This one turned out well.
It
Yes.
did,
Yeah.
definitely.
We've done it 3 times now already.
Do you have any plans of doing another one?
We don't have one scheduled, but who knows?
It'll be in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
We have
sushi
a lot of other ideas too.
Good.
That may or may
may
not
not
work out.
come to fruition.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we just have to wait and find out. But the
Exactly.
sushi donuts were great. I mean, it's really a combination of your 2 favorite things, donuts and sushi, and you really can't go wrong there. So,
No.
yes. So you actually brought with you today a poke bowl.
We did.
Okay, so let's see it.
Okay. So, today we brought you our hometown classic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we have in here?
So this is our most popular signature bowl. It has ahi tuna, Atlantic salmon, our
bad.
house-made hometown Hawaiian sauce, a little bit of seaweed salad, crab salad, wonton crunch, and furikake, which is a dried Japanese seasoning made of sesame seeds and dried seaweed.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's kind of got a little bit of
Little bit
everything.
of everything.
Yeah, we
Okay.
like to recommend this bowl for people trying poke for the first time because it
Okay.
has, everything, and from there people get even more adventurous.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little bite.
How's
God.
that?
It's so good. It's really light. The sesame oil, the sesame seeds. Oh my God, it's fresh. It's delicious. Just like sushi, without the roll, you get to enjoy it in a bowl with some chopsticks. It's awesome. I love it. Thank you
Good.
so much. I'm gonna eat
Thank
this
you.
whole thing. I'm sorry,
Perfect.
I'm not sharing.
Oh, that's okay. We've eaten a lot of it.
So, do you guys have a favorite of which bowls you like the most?
We do.
We
Do
So,
you each have a different favorite?
we do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when we were developing our menu, we really wanted bowls that represented us. So I'm Korean and I love spicy. Like I can eat
You can
a
turn
lot
up
of
the heat.
Exactly.
Right.
So our Korean kick is ahi tuna. It's with our spicy chili sauce. It's mixed with cucumbers and onions and carrots, and it's topped with kimchi. And so that one's my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that one.
So I'm sure that it's like spicy, got the cool
Yeah.
from the cucumber and everything.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
and my favorite is the California Cool because I'm from California and I
Yes.
love salmon. So it's got, fresh salmon tossed with kale, edamame, and cucumber. So it's very, very light and refreshing. The sauce is our citrus ponzu sauce, which is very like lemon forward and lighter. And it's just like a great, fresh, healthy
Yeah.
bowl.
Awesome. And I just have to say, I'm so impressed that, you know, neither of you are classically trained or, you know, have that background in culinary, and you're able to make such creative, delicious dishes and just from your own experience.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so cheers to
We
you
really
guys.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh my God, I enjoy them so much. So if you haven't seen the poke truck rolling around, keep an eye out for it. Do you guys have any pop-ups for the truck coming up anytime soon?
Yeah, we actually have a pop-up at Providence Bagel tomorrow night, and we're going to have our full poke menu, including build your own bowl, so people can get really creative.
Okay, so you can mix and match different kinds of fish and
sauces,
toppings.
everything.
Ooh,
It
I'm gonna get
however you
crazy.
like.
Exactly. And then this weekend we'll be at Waterfire, and then on Sunday we'll be at the New England Cahog Festival. So
Oh my God, so you guys are just all over the place.
we are all over the place. Yeah.
Awesome. And if you're not able to make it out to one of their pop-ups and visit them at the truck, they do have some really exciting news. What do you guys have in the works that's coming up pretty soon? I'll let you tell them.
So we're building out a store. It's going to be located on the east side of Providence, and our shirts are actually our new store shirts for the Hometown Cafe and Poke Bar.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're super, super excited. Yeah, I can't wait. We get a lot of questions like, where can I find you? And
Right.
usually we send people to our Instagram page because that's where we always update
Always
people.
tracking you, yeah.
Exactly. But now we'll have consistent hours and a location, and we just hope it's a really nice space for people to come into from the
Right.
community and hang out with us
Yeah.
and
Enjoy good Wi-Fi,
good
Yes.
food.
Yeah, and it'll be
Yeah.
nice for us to have a home base.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
I'm sure that running around and always being somewhere different can be fun and nice and refreshing because you're always seeing different people and areas, but I'm sure that being able to stick your roots down and settle in one place is going to be really great.
Yeah, it'll
Yes.
be nice to have our own little home.
Yes. Awesome. Well, ladies, thank you both very much for coming on today and visiting with us. Can you tell everyone where they can find you on social media so they can track you on the truck and see your progress on the shop?
Of course.
Absolutely. So our Instagram handle is Hometown Poke. So you can go to Instagram at Hometown Poke, and Facebook at Hometown Poke, and Twitter at Hometown Poke.
Awesome. And any idea of when the shop roughly will be having its doors open?
So probably about a month from now. We keep saying that.
Yeah.
Construction is a tricky thing
Of
to
course,
predict.
we all know that.
Right? But no, we're getting really close, and so we were thinking probably the end of September or beginning of October.
Perfect
So-
way to start fall.
I know, it's a great way. We're winding down with our summer events, and we're ready to kick off fall.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to give you guys a visit. Everyone needs to check out the truck, and when the shop is open, give these ladies a visit. Try your own poke bowl, make your own, or try one that they recommend. All right,
Thank you
well, ladies,
so
thank
much,
you so much
Laura.
for coming on today and joining us. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center and GoLocal Live, and we will see you next week.